Big day here. This horizontal drill program is going to be very important to us.
Yeah.
For 2 centuries, people believed the Oak Island Money Pit was nothing more than a chaotic ruin of collapsed tunnels and mud. But a new Season 13 leak completely changes that narrative. According to a production insider, recent sonar scans taken deep beneath the garden shaft didn't hit dirt at all. They revealed a flawless rectangle. If there's anything of significance hidden in that shaft, this is where it would be. Running a metal detector there suddenly seems like a very smart idea. Yes, what we're talking about is a pristine, man-made structure sitting at a depth where normal wooden supports should have been crushed long ago. But here's the twist. The walls aren't wood. They're lined with a material dating back nearly 2,000 years, linked to an ancient empire that supposedly never set foot in North America. And this wasn't some faint blip on a screen or a software glitch. It was a crystal clear image. What the scan revealed wasn't a loose object or a random barrier. It was a perfectly rectangular chamber built by human hands. Reported dimensions put it at roughly 10 feet wide and 15 feet long, located more than 140 feet underground. That's like hiding a secret room beneath a 14-story building. The engineering required to create something like this centuries ago, without modern tools, is nothing short of astonishing. Naturally, everyone wants to know what's at the bottom of that shaft. The hope is that once they get down 50 or 60 feet, they'll be able to drill both vertically and horizontally to reach the chamber. If this structure is real, it would have required hundreds of workers, years of secret labor, and a level of planning that doesn't match any known historical record. But there's another problem. At that depth, the pressure exceeds 60 pounds per square inch, enough to crush a wooden chamber in months, let alone centuries. Yet this room is still perfectly intact. For decades, treasure hunters have obsessed over the Money Pit, a collapsed, muddy disaster. It's almost ironic. While countless searchers spent fortunes chasing clues in the wrong spot, an untouched, pristine structure may have been sitting just a short distance away. And here's the real shocker. The sonar didn't just show an empty room. According to the leak, the scans detected at least 3 large, dense rectangular objects on the floor of the chamber. The density readings are extremely high, consistent with heavy chests, possibly filled with metal like gold or silver. Each object appears to be about 4 feet long and 2 feet wide, matching the classic dimensions of a treasure chest from legend. If this leak is true, the team isn't just hunting for scattered coins anymore. They may be standing above a sealed vault that has waited centuries to be found. Many people have believed in Oak Island's mystery since childhood, drawn by dreams of hidden treasure, clever traps, and underground tunnels. But now the question becomes, how has this structure survived so perfectly? The secret lies in its walls. What lines the interior of this chamber could rewrite history? Sonar detected a thin metallic layer coating the entire inside surface. This mysterious alloy appears to be the reason the chamber has stayed intact, protected from crushing pressure and acidic water that has destroyed everything else in the Money Pit. It functions like a literal Faraday cage against time. The team reportedly took core samples from the surrounding soil, and chemical traces of this unusual metal were found, supporting the leak's claims. This isn't just a vault, it's a preserved time capsule. And the most surprising part? That metallic lining may serve a purpose far greater than simple protection. This discovery blows apart the entire accepted Oak Island timeline, and things only get stranger from here. When researchers analyzed the trace metals found in the soil, the results were something no one, absolutely no one, expected. The hidden chamber appears to be lined with a lead-silver alloy. To most people, that might sound insignificant. But to historians, it's a 5-alarm emergency. The level of preservation they're seeing is unbelievable, almost impossible. And here's why. That exact alloy, with its distinctive isotopic fingerprint, was a signature of advanced Roman engineering. The Romans used it for aqueduct linings, to seal official documents, to protect sacred relics, and, most importantly, to reinforce the burial chambers of high-ranking officials and emperors so their remains would last for eternity. Producing this alloy was incredibly difficult and extremely expensive. It required smelting techniques that vanished after the fall of Rome and weren't rediscovered in Europe until the late Middle Ages. This revelation suddenly reframes several mysterious discoveries made on Oak Island over the years. Think about the Roman pilum, an ancient javelin head found in earlier seasons, or the coin some experts believed dated back to the Roman Empire. At the time, skeptics brushed them off as stray artifacts lost by a collector, or leftovers brought by someone centuries later. People fascinated by these theories were often dismissed as fringe thinkers. But an underground chamber lined with a genuine Roman alloy is impossible to ignore. It suggests those earlier discoveries were not random at all. They were clues, indicators of a deliberate, well-organized mission carried out by people with access to Roman-era technology over a millennium before Columbus arrived in the Americas. The implications are enormous. How could such a thing be possible? Mainstream history insists that Romans, or anyone with Roman-level engineering knowledge, never reached North America. Virtually every textbook says the same. Yet the evidence is beginning to pile up. This wasn't a handful of shipwrecked sailors. This was a major construction effort requiring long-term planning, manpower, and advanced logistics. One theory circulating on set is that a group with preserved Roman knowledge, possibly predecessors to the Knights Templar, may have inherited ancient technologies and artifacts after the fall of Rome. Many have speculated about Templar treasure on Oak Island. We know the Templars were persecuted. We know they had reasons to hide valuable objects far from Europe. But how did they reach the New World? How did they know it existed? It's not as far-fetched as it sounds. After Rome collapsed, its scientific and engineering knowledge survived in secretive military and religious orders. Those groups could have used forgotten Roman techniques to build the ultimate hiding place on a secluded island, untouched by European chaos. If that's true, the Lagina brothers didn't just stumble onto lost pirate treasure. They may have uncovered evidence that our entire timeline of North American history is incomplete. But the chamber's location is the real twist, what some are calling the Templar trap. The Knights Templar were masters of logistics, banking, secrecy, and deception. Their operations were protected by symbols, geometry, encoded messages, and clever misdirection. What if the famed money pit was never the real target at all? What if it was a distraction? According to the leak, this Roman-lined chamber isn't located at the original money pit. It sits some distance away, positioned exactly along a previously unknown geometric point within the layout of Nolan's cross. Not at its center, but on a precise outer marker, a spot only someone understanding the full hidden pattern would ever think to investigate. A new theory has taken hold on set, one that completely reframes the discovery. The chamber may not be the final treasure vault at all. It might be a decoy, a ritual antechamber, or even a tomb. Many people have missed the obvious. The elaborate flood tunnels and strange booby traps make far more sense if they weren't designed to protect ordinary riches, which can be replaced, but something sacred and irreplaceable. Think about it. The Knights Templar were rumored to possess some of the most legendary Christian relics ever known. The Holy Grail, the Ark of the Covenant, or secret documents revealing the true origins of early Christianity. You don't bury relics like those in a muddy pit. You enshrine them in a protected, reverent space built with the most advanced ancient engineering available. And this Roman-style chamber fits that description perfectly. The objects inside may not be chests of gold at all. They might be reliquaries, sacred containers. The true treasure of Oak Island may not be monetary, but spiritual, historical, and priceless beyond imagination. This links directly to clues from Season 12 that pointed toward the Knights of Malta, who succeeded the Templars. With this chamber now in the picture, the puzzle pieces are aligning. The island is the lock. Nolan's cross is the key. And this chamber is just the first tumbler that must click into place before the real vault can be found. The money pit itself may have been intentionally designed to collapse, a sacrificial structure meant to lure explorers away for centuries, while the real treasure remained untouched and perfectly preserved only a short distance away. Why would anyone build something meant to fail? Because collapse is the perfect way to hide something. It misleads, confuses, and destroys all evidence. That level of foresight is almost hard to believe, a centuries-old strategy that is only now being uncovered. And the most shocking part? The plan worked. For over 200 years, everyone dug in the wrong place. Lives were lost. Companies went bankrupt. Thousands of dollars were spent chasing the flood tunnels. All while the lead silver chamber sat untouched in the darkness, dry and silent. If this chamber is only a decoy or the first step, what does that mean for the final search? It means the team needs help, and the biggest help is coming from the internet. Here's something the show never says aloud. The Fellowship isn't just the group of people you see on screen. For over a decade, an unseen force has helped drive the investigation. Millions of fans whose theories once seemed far-fetched, but are now proving eerily accurate. For every shovel lifted on the island, thousands of digital detectives are working online. Reddit, forums, and dedicated research groups analyze every frame of the show. They aren't just watching, they're solving the mystery. Surprisingly, many of these armchair investigators are using tools nearly as powerful as the team's own. Satellite images, LiDAR scans, and overlays of Zena Halpern's ancient maps pinned with pixel-perfect accuracy to modern surveys. They're digging into medieval shipping records, Templar financial accounts, and obscure documents with academic-level precision. Remember the French line theory connecting Nolan's Cross to European landmarks? That didn't start with the Lagina brothers. It emerged from late-night fan debates. Even the idea that the real treasure might be buried in the swamp, a theory that led to major breakthroughs, was a dominant fan belief long before the team committed to excavating it. These are not casual viewers. They are a global intelligence network crowd-solving the world's most enduring treasure mystery. And the most intriguing part is still to come. The biggest secret isn't what fans are discovering, it's who's paying attention. A source close to the production has hinted that the show's research team closely follows these online communities. Think about that. The next dramatic aha moment you see in the War Room might actually begin with a post from a history enthusiast in Ohio or a geometry expert in Australia. Even this leak about a Roman-style chamber wasn't entirely new to longtime fans. Whispers of it, based on obscure Templar writings, have been circulating in the deepest corners of fan forums for years. The show often presents the investigation as a straightforward path taken by the team. But the reality is far more dynamic. It's a feedback loop. The team uncovers a clue, the fans analyze it obsessively, generate a dozen theories, and the most convincing ideas gradually influence the show's researchers and shape the next phase of the hunt. The Fellowship on screen may be the ones digging, but the blueprint behind their actions is being drawn by millions of people working collectively from around the world. This quiet collaboration changes how we understand every discovery. What's already been found, what's being uncovered now, and what might appear next. When they finally break through that lead silver wall, the victory won't belong only to the team on the island. It will belong to everyone who has ever sat on their couch, scribbling down notes and trying to solve the mystery themselves. But reaching that chamber is going to be dangerous. So what does all of this mean for Season 13? Everything. The entire focus is shifting toward accessing this chamber physically. All the honeycomb drilling, the dye tests, the constant scanning, every bit of it has led to this moment. What comes next will be the most expensive, technically demanding, and risky operation the team has ever attempted. They know where the chamber is, how deep it sits, and they have a solid idea of what might be inside. But there's a major problem. Digging 140 feet down into unstable, water-soaked ground is an engineering nightmare. A normal excavation would collapse or flood instantly. To reach it safely, they may need massive caissons, or even advanced ground-freezing technology to turn mud into solid ice so it can be excavated piece by piece. The real drama won't be in the search anymore, it will be in the recovery. It's easy to understand why some people are skeptical. After 12 seasons and countless disappointments, many viewers have lost hope. You see the comments, "They'll never find anything," or "It's all just TV." And honestly, the frustration makes sense. But look at what's happening now. For years, people have begged for something concrete, something more than another piece of wood or rusty nail. If these leaks are real, this is it. A man-made, metal-lined chamber from a period that shouldn't even be possible in North America. This is the turning point. People tune in for a mystery, and for the longest time, the question was whether anything was down there at all. Now the question has changed. What exactly is inside this chamber? And who built it? Is this Roman-style vault the ultimate answer we've been waiting for? Or just another carefully placed decoy in the most complex treasure hunt on Earth? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this update, hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next reveal.